Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again for another live stream discussion. I am Robert Storms, and give me a second to set this all up because I'm like a moron. I didn't set it up ahead of time, and you think streaming as much as I do, I would have this stuff set up. So give me 1 second. You guys can start firing in the questions if you want to. And and then I'm just gonna go ahead. Now, this is just gonna be theories. We're just gonna tomorrow's the day, guys. Tomorrow is the day. Yes, this is non-spoiler. This is non-spoiler. I'm not a douchebag. One, I haven't seen the movie, guys. Like I said, I'm not an important person. I haven't seen the movie myself. But so this is just gonna be me theorizing, you guys throwing out the questions, saying, hey, you think this happened? You think this is going to happen? We're all just kind of theorizing in this video because tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is the big day because not Infinity War, but Endgame is upon us, man. Oh, you just made a home, Chris? Just made a home? I guess that's perfect timing, huh? Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to share this on social media real quick, and then we'll get down to the nitty gritty here, and we'll start talking some Endgame theories for tomorrow. All right. Okay, all that's done. We are up, we are running, and we are good to go. Now, I tried something new today. I tried like this thing where it said like I can change the setting so there wouldn't be like a big gap like in lag, because it's like 30 seconds delay, so to speak. So I think I changed that, so hopefully everything works out fine. So tomorrow's Endgame. Tomorrow's the big day, guys. This is the day. This is what we've been leading up to for the past year, especially on this channel. We talked about everything on this channel. We talked about post-credit scenes, who's gonna die, theories. What does this mean? What does that mean? We spent an entire year as a community figuring out what's going to happen in this movie, and today we're just gonna kind of have a celebration. The countdown is finally over. This is the final day. In less than 24 hours, we will be seeing Endgame, and I just did a video a few hours ago about how the rumor is that there's no post-credit scene. Is the post-credit scene being hidden? Did they keep it away from everybody during the press release on purpose just so it wouldn't be spoiled, wouldn't get out? A lot of people are like, well, there's no post-credit scene because it's the end of an era. It's an end of the 10-year arc. And I don't think that is a good excuse. That might be what they're doing, but I still don't think it's a good excuse to do that like that. Because even in comic books, you guys know in comic books, when they get done with a story arc, there's always something to set up the next arc. It's called investing in their story, making people want to keep coming back. You know what I mean? Oh, you guys can start firing in questions whenever you feel froggy. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep rambling on about a bunch of dumb shit. But yeah, so I really wish there was a post-credit scene. I'm going to stay anyway just to see if there's a post-credit scene. I heard that there's not, but I really wish there would be a post-credit scene in some way or another. But that's just me. That's just me anyway. But so a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. I'm gonna go up to the theater about 4:30. Maybe 4 o'clock. I haven't even decided yet because my theater doesn't have reserved seating. So I have to get up to the theater early, even though I already pre-ordered my ticket or pre-bought my ticket or whatever I did with my ticket. I bought it 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, 3 weeks ago, around there. But anyway, so, yeah. So, YouTube Convoy writes, do you think Endgame will be one of the greatest time travel movies if there is time travel in the movie? Well, I don't think anything's going to be a better time travel movie than Back to the Future. Back to the Future, in my opinion, is the greatest time travel movie of all time. Now, let's not talk about will this be the best time travel movie. Let's talk about will this, in fact, be the best movie in the MCU. Which has me a little worried, I have to say, because I seen a couple people over on the Collider side on YouTube say they still prefer Infinity War, which kind of has me worried. I mean, I love Infinity War. I love Infinity War to death. My favorite MCU movie of all time was Winter Soldier. Then now it's Infinity War. Winter Soldier went down to number 2. But what does that mean about Endgame? Did they chew off more than they can chew? Did they bite off more than they can chew? Hold on, let me say it again. Did they bite off more than they could chew with this movie and all the stuff they have to wrap up? That's what I'm kind of worried about. Should this have been like a fucking 3-parter? I don't know. But damn it. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired. Well, I did get up super early this morning to go get an oil change. I got up at like 6:30, ran down to the nearest Walmart, got an oil change, came back, went back to bed, slept for like a couple hours, got back up, went grocery shopping. Oh, Christopher coming in with a super chat, my friend. Coming in with a big one, starting right off the bat. Mr. Christopher M. writes, There should be an end credit scene for Endgame for general release. Maybe not for a press screening. I hope I'm right, but I could be wrong. I really 150% agree with you. I really do. I agree with you 150%. The reason being that for the press, like I was thinking earlier this morning, Chris. I was like, we keep talking about, will this movie be Avatar? And then I watched Collider Live the other day where Christian said that in LA they rented out an entire stadium, and brought like, what was it, 5,000 people to come see the movie for the premiere night. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, how much money they lost by premiering that thing at with 5,000 people. You know what I mean? Like you know how much they lost by doing that. And I'm like, why would they show the post credit scene at a screening? I don't understand. Like go there, show the movie. Like, here's the movie. You guys are getting in for free. Okay? You guys are getting in for free. Figure $20 times 5,000 people. That's how much money the studio basically lost by letting all these people go in for free. Then on the following day, another 5,000 people got to go see the movie for free. So what I'm thinking is, why would they show a post-credit scene? They don't need to show a post-credit scene, Chris. I think it's better just show the movie, get the word of mouth out, and then when the movie actually comes out, you put the post-credit scene in there. That way, everybody's surprised. And then the people that did get a press screening that went and saw it again with their actual money, it's like, oh, we get something we didn't see during the press screening. So I'm kind of sour about press screenings, to be honest with you, because now I feel like everybody and their mama gets press screenings. Like, I'm looking at some of the YouTube channels that got to see this movie early. I'm like, why are they getting to see this movie early? Like, I was listening to Collider and Lee Smith coming in with a super chat. I was listening to Collider, and the amount of people that Christian Harloff said that went to go see this movie on opening night. I'm like, why do these people get to go see this movie? Why? Like critics, fine, but what? I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I was in the loop, I wouldn't be so sour on it. But I really wish that they would limit the number of people that go to see this movie. That way it increases the box office. Speaking of that, Chris, by the way, thank you so much for a super chat. I hope I answered your question. Speaking of that, I heard it broke insane numbers in China on its opening day because it released today in China because, they're 24 hours ahead of us or whatever. But hold on a second. Lee Smith coming in with a super chat. Will Hulk fight Thanos in Endgame? Well, Lee, I don't know. I'm not clairvoyant. I don't see into the future. I think there might be. And the reason why I think there might be is because we know the Hulk is going to have some kind of story, some kind of character story arc in this movie. And Chris Warden coming in with a super chat, my friend. I will get with you in a second, buddy. We know that the Hulk has a story arc that started within Thor Ragnarok, went into Infinity War. There's going to be some kind of resolution to this story arc within Endgame. And I think I know I talked to a couple fans personally at the end of Infinity War that were pissed off that the Hulk basically was a pussy through the entire movie, which I don't think he was a pussy. I think it's part of the story arc they were going for. So I think there's going to be a payoff where he's going to get something in on Thanos. I guarantee you. The Hulk is going to get his comeuppance. So thank you so much, Lee, for your super chat. Chris Warden coming in with a super chat, my friend, and he writes, considering Robert Downey Jr., Evans, and Hemsworth have fulfilled their Marvel contracts, do you think Disney should open up the checkbook for re-signing them? I don't think that's the problem, Chris. I don't think that's the problem. I don't think it has anything to do with opening up the checkbooks. I mean, I think Disney would pay them pretty much whatever they would want. In reason. I'm pretty sure, like, if Chris Hemsworth comes out, I want $1 billion per film. That ain't gonna happen, of course. But I don't think money is the problem, because Robert Downey Jr.'s contract was up after Age of Ultron, after Iron Man 3, I believe. I believe after Age of Ultron was the final. His contract was up, and then they renegotiated, brought a dump truck of money up to him, and he came back for Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, all that. So Disney has no problem spending the money because they know they're going to get the money back with these movies. The problem is, I think these actors have spent so much time on this franchise that some of them want to move on. Now, I think the biggest one is Chris Evans, who wants to move on, Chris, because Chris Evans, he likes doing things outside of the MCU. He has directed films. He has directed a film that I know of. I actually own that film. I think it's not a fantastic. I think it's a good film. I like that film a lot. So Chris Evans wants to get into, directing. Now Chris Hemsworth is a much bigger name. He's got the Men in Black International coming out with his co-star from Thor Ragnarok, Tessa Thompson in it. Robert Downey Jr. is Robert Downey Jr. He goes and does other things as well. But it really comes down to the actors, not the money, because I'm pretty sure Disney's willing to pay the money because Disney knows they can bank on it. Now, out of the three of them, I do believe someone's returning, if not two. I do believe Robert Downey Jr. might come back. Maybe Endgame ends with Robert Downey Jr. and Pepper getting married, and there's a wedding, and maybe that's how it ends, and they kind of run off to the sunset. But that doesn't mean that if he's dead, he can always come back in like 5 films from now. I think Cap is dead. I think Cap is gonna die because I think Chris Evans wants to go do other things. Hemsworth, I think, will be back. I think after Thor Dark World, he was kind of done with the character. Because let's be honest, we were all done with the character at the end of Dark World, Chris. And, we got Douglas coming in with a super chat. I'll get with you in a second, my friend. But I think we were all done with Thor at the end of Dark World. And then Taika Waititi came in. Thor Ragnarok was a fantastic movie. I love that movie. We got the same Thor in Infinity War. That was pretty much a Thor Thanos movie. And I think Chris Hemsworth has gotten a breath of fresh air, and he's willing to come back. And there was rumor that Tessa Thompson said they were at least pitching a Thor 4. So that might happen. So I hope I answered your... Where the fuck is my mouse? I hope I answered your question, Chris. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Douglas coming in with a super chat. If Avengers gets their own gauntlet and one of them dies, could they just use their time stone to resurrect that person like Thanos did to Vision? Yes, but that's all hypothetical. We don't know, Douglas, what exactly is going to happen. Now, we know that Peter Dinklage's character has another Infinity Gauntlet mold. However, we also know that the Forge is kind of fucked up, right? Like Thor almost died trying to get Stormbreaker made. So, from what I heard, now this is not spoilers because I don't know anything. I haven't seen the movie. If I would predict, I think the Avengers, because we've seen it in the trailer, they're like, let's go get that bastard. They're gonna go try to take out Thanos. They're gonna get the Infinity Gauntlet and find out the Infinity Gauntlet just doesn't work. Like they're gonna try to reverse snap and find out that the Infinity Gauntlet just doesn't work. Either the stones are broken, the stones have been drained, something, and that's gonna lead Ant-Man to be like, "Hey, you know this quantum realm has portals to other times. We can jump into that and I'll reverse time." So I don't know if the Infinity Gauntlet's even gonna be a thing in the second half of this movie. Once they find out this Infinity Gauntlet doesn't work anymore, Douglas, then they can't use the Time Stone that way, I think. I don't know. But I mean, like I said, I don't know for sure. I haven't seen the movie, but that's just what I would guess. I don't think they would use the Time Stone to resurrect anybody. Probably because wouldn't that be some shit though? We go see this movie and we leave and nobody dies. But man, ain't nobody fucking died, man. What the fuck is wrong with this movie? Now Quicksilver and Quicksilver's back and Loki's back and everybody who died is back and Coulson's back, even though Coulson technically been back in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but that's neither here nor there. So thank you so much, Douglas, for that super chat, buddy. Sleazy Dog, did you hear about AMC theaters doing a 24-hour screen? There's going to be a lot of theaters doing that. There's going to be a lot of theaters doing that because the reason is people want to see this movie. And they did it for Force Awakens too. AMC, I got to check the AMC over here and where I live at and see, cause I live around the Disney area. I got to see, we got a super chat from JD that came in and he writes, time travel is a weak plot device to fix a problem. I feel it's an unworthy way to defeat a bad guy. Isn't it just cheesy or way too easy? JD, thank you for the super chat. You bring up a very good point. But also, JD, I just want to present this with you. We're talking about a comic book movie, man. This ain't Shakespeare. This isn't like an Oscar bait film. This is a fucking comic. We're talking about a guy who wears a giant metal glove that wiped out half the universe's population with a snap. So I don't understand how unworthy is time travel to defeat a bad guy. We're talking about a comic book movie, for Christ's sakes, JD. We're talking about a giant purple alien wearing a metal glove killing everybody. So I don't understand how it's. I mean, I can see where you're coming from. This happens. Let's just go back and re-erase it. I understand that, but the thing is, that is the source material. That is what they set up for 10 years. Now, if this hasn't been set up, and it was like, we're just gonna go back and do that. Cheesy, for an example, is in the Superman movie. I love the Christopher Reeves, Richard Donner Superman 1 and 2, but in those films, when Lois dies, what does Superman do? He goes out, spins the Earth the opposite direction, going back time, save Lois. That is cheesy. Never once was it set up that he can do that. Never once. The Flash, they set it up in the Flash CW show that Barry can do time travel. So it makes sense in parameters of the show. Superman, it was never established that Superman can, in that movie, that Superman can go back in time. So, yes, that is cheesy. But we're talking about Avengers Endgame, a movie with a giant purple guy with a glove, and they set up time travel. They talked about it. They talked about time travel in these movies. So, no, I don't think it's cheesy. But thank you so much, JD, for your super chat. We got Danny Graham coming in. Teddy Graham coming in with a super chat. I would love to see Doom in his castle and say, I will succeed where Thanos has failed. And then we see he has the Infinity Stone. That would be my end credit. Dude, I'm right there with you, man. We go to we go to his castle. We see him on his throne, and he just has like an Infinity Stone, and we're like, well, he failed, but I won't, or something like that. That'll be crazy, and it just goes black. That's what I'm saying. I understand this is the end of an arc, but I want to see a setup for something else. I want to see a setup for something else because you have to do it. The reason why the MCU is so popular and makes so much fucking money is because they do that. They set up for the next thing. That way, it always feels like a TV show. That way, you always want to see the next film. So, yeah, I really would love to see that. I still want to see, Galactus sending Silver Surfer toward Earth. And then Galactus be the next setup bad guy for the next arc. But thank you so much, Danny Grant, for your super chat donation. I definitely think that is a awesome theory I would love to see as well. We got Julio Rodriguez coming back. I remember my boy Julio. Rob, if you had to choose between Bucky or Sam to take Cap's mantle, who would you choose? I would have to say Sam. I would rather see Sam Wilson take over for Cap. And the reason being is I think Bucky is pretty cool just as the Winter Soldier. He's got like the metal arm. He can do shit. It's like, what can Sam really do? Other than fly around and shoot a couple guns, where, I just feel like Winter Soldier, Bucky has, I don't know, there's just something about Bucky and Winter Soldier. I want him to stay Bucky and Winter Soldier, where the Falcon, let's be honest, dude, having a guy flying around with metal wings, you want to talk about cheesy? That's a little cheesy. I mean, it's cool, it's coming right out of the comic books, but I think it would be better fit to have Sam take over as, Cap. What I would really love to see, this is what I would love to see. I want to see Cap die. And I want to see, maybe Iron Man or Tony be like, you're his best friend, goes up to Bucky, you're his best friend. Maybe you should take over the shield. And I want Bucky to kind of like have that shield holder for a little bit and then look over to Sam and give it off to Sam. And be like, no, this is you. This is what you should do. And I think it sends a good message because I think Kevin Feige already said we want to do more diversity in the MCU coming up. And I think a Black Captain America would do great, especially when Black Panther just crushed over $1 billion a year ago, guys. So I think a Black Captain America would be a fantastic thing. I like the actor. What the fuck was his actor name again? Oh, I'm usually so good with names, and then when I live stream, I like completely just blank out. He's fucking Papa Doc. Fuck the clock. Fuck the trailer. Damn, what the fuck was? Anyway, completely forgot the actor's name, but I'm pretty sure someone's gonna remind me. But I think having Falcon take up the mantle would be the best. And plus, I wasn't a big fan of Bucky's Captain America anyway in the comics. I was more a fan of Sam Wilson's Captain America in the comics. So, yeah. So, if I had to choose, that's what I would choose. So, thank you, Julio. Hope I answered your question to your liking, sir. I very much appreciate it. Wow, I can't believe we're already at the 40-minute mark. That can't be right? That can't be right. We're already at the 40-minute mark? That can't be right. No, that can't be right. I know that's not right. What else we got here? I mean, hey. Yeah, I just think Falcon makes more sense too. So yeah. What we got here? Sleazy Dog. What do you think should be the next after this Infinity Saga? Would you like to see Secret Invasion? I still want to see Galactus, man. That's gonna be my answer for everything. Everything is gonna be Galactus. I want Galactus. I want to see the Silver Surfer. That's what I want to see. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna see. But I mean, guys, we're less than 24 hours now from Endgame. Less than 24 hours. I'm telling you what, I'm like drinking no water tomorrow. Like, I'm not drinking anything to make me have to go pee. Ain't gonna happen. Hey, look, I don't know if people spoiling the movie or not. Okay, one, I see people writing Tony dies. Look, Dude, you don't even know if they saw the movie, okay? Like, I can literally write Tony died and I didn't see the movie. So that's not necessarily a spoiler because they're just fucking with you. They're just trolling. So that Anthony Mackie. Yes, that's his name, Anthony Mackie. So don't even pay attention to them. Don't even pay attention to them. I can sit there and put like Rocket dies in the first 30 minutes. I haven't seen the movie. People are just writing shit just to trigger people. So you just look at it and move on, man. Just look at it and move on. Or don't even look at it at all. So, Miguel writes, how do you think Far From Home will address Endgame? I don't know until I see Endgame. Miguel, I'm not a fortune teller, my friend. I can't comment on the next movie in the MCU without seeing the biggest movie in the MCU, which is Endgame. That's impossible. Impossible for me to even fathom answering right now. There's no way in monkey crap I can sit there and predict how that's going to take place at all. There's no way. Can't do that, man. Do I think Ultron's going to show up? Why would Ultron show up? I guess time travel is possible. I don't know. I'm not sitting here counting sheep before I go to bed. But like, man, I sure hope fucking Ultron shows up. Oh, man, I hope Ultron shows up. It's like, I don't care. I thought Ultron was fucking weak anyway. I rewatched Age of Ultron. Sorry, guys, I'm tired. I was up early. I had to go get an oil change. But I rewatched Age of Ultron last week, man. Ultron fucking sucked, man. Ultron sucked. Okay, I'm going to have to ban you, buddy, because even if you haven't, I don't care if you've seen the movie or not, but you are causing problems with the other subscribers, so you are going to be hide on this channel. Sorry about that, buddy, but we are trying to enjoy the movie tomorrow. We don't need you to... Holy shit, Lucifer, what the fuck, dude? Holy goddamn. I will definitely say, please hail Lucifer with ZL1. Oh, hell, buddy. Oh, hell. I don't even know what to say, Luce. All hail the king of YouTube, Lucifer. I don't even know what to say, my friend. You a bad motherfucker. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, man. I don't even know what to say, man. Oh God, man, Jesus, dude, you got me on that one, man. God, Jesus, son. Fuck, dude. I mean, do you have anything else you want me to say? I mean, okay, there you go, Chris. You hit me with that one. All right, let me know. Let me know if we're still up. Let me know. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? All right, am I back? Am I back? All right, JD back with a super chat right off the bat. I don't know what happened, guys. I looked over and my fucking thing redlined. Lucifer donated so much fucking money, my whole fucking system just redlined because he's got the red thing on there and just fucking my whole system just redlined. Lucifer like sent like a super chat plague into my system that just made the fucking thing crash. But thank you so much, Lucifer. I lost like 30 people watching, but hopefully they come back. JD with the super chat. Everyone watching donate $2, then he'll be rich. I wouldn't be rich, but I would be able to probably go on vacation. So yeah. Like, hey, believe it or not, believe it or not, I have been testing this out. Guys. I've been taking my live stream money and I've been averaging it to how much I make in donations. And then I take that and I kind of compare it to how much I make on my day job. And if I can get about 25,000 subscribers, and if I can go away with a decent amount of super chat money every time I live stream, I could probably quit my job at some point and just stay home and do YouTube videos and live stream and do that as a living. But that's why I'm pretty much what's the word I'm looking for? Testing the water to see if that happens. But the problem is, not everybody does super chat, and I don't expect everybody to do super chat, but once in a while you get, like Lucifer here drop like an insane amount of money, man. I don't know what the fuck, dude. That's fucking insane. But, one day I hope I can just stay home and do this full time, because I can do so much stuff, man. Like I can, you notice I haven't done skits in like 3 or 4 weeks because I've been so damn tired trying to do all this shit, doing my day job, doing this, and I would love to do like a redneck video or stuff. I've been like so tired, but yeah. Anyway, let's get back to Endgame. I'm almost out of tea. I'm not even British and I like tea. YouTube convoy. Do you think Edward Norton's Incredible Hulk film will be received in Endgame? Referenced in Endgame? Why? Why would it be referenced in Endgame? Why? It was referenced in the first ever Avengers movie. They don't need to reference it in Endgame. They don't need to do that. That's pointless at that point. Pointless at that point. No, I don't think it's gonna be referenced. I don't understand why it would be referenced. I just don't think it has to be. So, Christopher coming in with a super chat, my friend. You're almost at 20K. That's a giveaway. You should also do a giveaway if Endgame breaks 300 million for fans. Dude, I tried doing giveaways. I tried, my friend. I tried. Back when Black Panther came out, dude, I was giving giveaways out all the time. And the problem is, go back and look at some of my videos when I hit 19,000. I said, hey guys, once I get to 20,000, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm gonna be giving some Aquaman Blu-rays out. And I didn't get like 3 subscribers, right? So no one's subscribing for the giveaways, so I can't really do that, right? Like every day I would post like, hey guys, once I get 20,000, I'll get up to this giveaway, and no one was subscribing. In fact, yesterday I lost 50 subscribers. I lost 50 subscribers yesterday because of that Brie Larson video I did that morning. I lost 50 subscribers. Now, I was thinking, like, maybe I'll do, like, get the 20,000 and I'll shave my beard. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, man. I really like my beard. I thought, but I love doing the giveaways. I love interacting with subscribers. I love interacting with fans. And I want to do them, but I don't want to sit there and go every day for a month. Hey guys, once I get to 20,000, I'm doing an Aquaman giveaway. Next day, hey guys, once I get to 20,000, I'm going to give an Aquaman giveaway. And I'm still at 19,400, and I feel like a jackass at that point. So, yeah, that's why. But yeah, Christopher, I'm almost there, man. I'm almost there. I want to hit 100,000. That's my ultimate goal, to hit 100,000 so I can get that fucking silver button and put it right there, and I can quit my job. I can stay home and do YouTube videos and get fatter. I need to do a YouTube video called Get Fat. And I'm almost out of tea. Guys. I don't even know what the hell's going on here. Anime fan. Right. How far back do you think they go back in time in Endgame? I think as far back as they go back is Avengers. The first Avengers. That's what I think. I'm not sure. I see a lot of you guys writing questions, but you have to put at Robert Storms in order for me, like Danny Graham just did here. Either you ask a question through Super Chat or you ask a question through at Robert Storms, like Danny Graham just did. That way it's easier for me to pick out the stuff. Do you think Thanos, Danny Graham says, do you think Thanos chose this time to put his plan, the snap, in motion? Because, I asked that question like a month ago, Danny, when you asked it. You asked that question before. You literally asked that question before, man. You literally asked that question before, Danny. Danny, seriously, you literally asked that question before. I am not doing that. I'm not answering that. Andrew S. writes, will you do a live stream after you see Endgame? That is the plan, man. That is the plan tomorrow. For me and Adam to come back, and we are going to do a live review. Now, the thing is, I want to do spoiler free because there's no way in hell everybody's going to see that movie tomorrow. You know, Adam wants to do a spoiler filled, and I don't know. I don't want to do spoiler filled. I'm gonna have to talk to him tomorrow about it. If we can't agree on it, we will shoot a spoiler review, and I will upload it Sunday, and then I will do a live review spoiler free if that comes down to it. But yes, one way or another, tomorrow at some point, I will be live streaming my thoughts on the movie and keeping it spoiler free. As always. Will you frame your Endgame ticket? No. Nah. Ain't gonna happen. Well, one, my ticket's digital. And two, if I didn't frame my Force Awakens ticket, I'm sure as hell ain't gonna frame my Endgame ticket. You know, I love Marvel. I love comics. I love the MCU. Love Avengers. I don't love it more than Star Wars, and I didn't frame any of my Star Wars tickets. I didn't frame my Episode 1 ticket or my Episode 7 ticket. I'm not going to frame my Endgame ticket. So, yeah. Oh, you love my mug? Thank you. It's X-Men issue 100. I'm really running low on tea here, though. All right, we're going to take a few more questions, and I'm going to call it a night. That way I can go and try to watch some Cobra Kai Season 2. Watch the first episode. I haven't watched the rest of the episodes just yet. So we'll take a few more questions, and then we will call it a night. Jay Danger. Right. Whoa, where'd it go? Jay Danger, come back to me, man. Come back to me, Jay Danger. Would you like to see Secret Wars as the next story arc in the MCU? Depends what Secret Wars we're talking about. And we're talking about that shitty-ass Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars where all these different universes blow up and everybody dies and they rebuild the universe, yet for some reason the multiverse still exists and the continuity is even more fucked up than before. Then no, I don't want to see that Secret Wars. That Secret Wars fucking sucks donkey shit. Fucking Jonathan Hickman is a hack. Jonathan Hickman should be Jonathan Hackman. Yeah, I just did not like that. If it was the OG Secret Wars, I'm cool with. But the Secret Wars, like from a couple years ago or whatnot, where it was a great idea. You know, you have so many different worlds, so many different timelines and parallel dimensions. You know, each one of these things are going to get destroyed. And then somehow Doom or whatever puts things back together and he's like God and whatnot. And it was a great theory and everything. But the problem is, there's still alternate dimensions. I remember I was at MegaCon like 3 or 4 years ago. And the writer and author Spider-Gwen was there. And I'm like, hey man, with Secret Wars and them destroying all these fucking planets and stuff, I'm like, don't you think it's kind of pointless when Spider-Gwen is still gonna have her own Earth? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, so doesn't that kind of negate the whole Secret Wars thing if Spider-Gwen is still gonna be have her own thing? So, yeah, like, even the writers for Marvel knew, like, it was, at the end of the day, it's irrelevant. And I've been trying to get through my Spider-Man comics. Like, I'm, like, 5 issues behind, and I have them. I'm trying to read them. But it feels like a fucking chore because Marvel comics have sucked so bad. It's like, these storylines are the same rinse and repeat storylines. And yeah, so long story short, no, I do not want to see that Secret Wars. I want to see the first Secret Wars. So anyway, let's take another couple questions and then we'll call it a night. Thanos with Down syndrome. Wow, dude, that's dark. Do you think Ant-Man will kill? Whoa, we got a super chat coming in. Super chat coming in from Mr. Fantastic. Right. Rob, some comments are spoiling Endgame. Watch out. I'm not looking at the comments, to be honest with you. I'm looking at specifically super chats and then questions with at Robert Storms. If I happen to see something. See, I think a lot of it is fake. Like I see people like, Iron Man dies. I'm like, well, I mean, I already think that going in. So is that a spoiler, or is this guy just predicting what I already predict? So so I'm not really paying attention to that. It's fantastic. But I mean, I appreciate you for looking out. But yeah, I should have been smart and had Nick stream with me tonight. That way he can read all the comments and start banning everybody who is spoiling it or might be spoiling it. I didn't think that far ahead. But yeah. But anyway, guys, think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night now. I want to go watch some Cobra Kai. I appreciate everybody for coming out, supporting the channel. I will let you guys know somehow tomorrow if I'm going to be doing that live review. I will either put it in the community tab or my Twitter or Facebook. I'll let you guys know. Thank you everybody so much for the super chat donation, especially you, Lucifer, with that massive super chat donation. Like, Jesus Christ, buddy, thank you. Sincerely, thank you. Thank each and every one of you guys for coming out, checking out the stream and whatnot. So until next time, guys, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.